What's up, y'all? We here to talk about Lilo and Stitch. It just came out. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to check it out. The original movie came out in 2002. Amazing movie that I watched several times over. Now I know some of the people they want to know right off the bat: is it as good as its anime counterpart? And the answer is I wouldn't say it's as good, but it's not as bad as some people probably are thinking it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? I will say it's one of the better live action, you know what I'm saying, Disney movies that we've gotten. Even though I think calling it live action when half of the characters are CGI, just in general in their movies, I just think that's weird to say it's live action. But I will say the cartoon that came out in '02 was way better than this movie. But this movie, it did have heart. It was good. Now there are a few things they changed that I disliked. I'm gonna be honest with you. The whole thing with Captain, what's his name? What was his name? Gunta. The fact that he's not in this movie at all, I feel like it's gonna make a lot of people mad. Just him going after your boy Stitch was just a great part of the animated movie, and the fact that we didn't have it in this live action movie, it kind of had me upset. Now I heard the budget for this movie was only 100 million. It was supposed to be a straight to streaming movie, and then they decided to put it in theaters. So that might be why Gonta wasn't in this movie. Maybe they didn't have the budget, but I think they did a great job for what they had. The girl who plays Lilo, I want to say this is her first movie she's ever been in, but she did an outstanding job, really making you care for the character and just knowing how to deliver that comedy, you know what I'm saying, at the right moment. So I think she did a great job. Nani, she did okay, but I feel like they changed a lot of her character from what we got in the animated movie. Like, it was a lot of moments in the animated movie where you seen that bond, you know what I'm saying, between her and her sister as she was trying to, take care of her sister, the stuff she was going through with the social workers and all of that, trying to be a big sister to her little sister. All of that emotion, like, I felt like we lost some of that in this movie. It's here, but I feel like we lost a good chunk of it, you know what I'm saying, compared to the animated movie. So that maybe that's something they could work on. Jumba, I would say that's probably the weakest part of this movie. You know what I'm saying? Other than missing Gonta in the movie at all, Jumba, it wasn't the same, man. I don't know, maybe because I'm older now, it just wasn't the same as when I was a kid watching it in 2002. Actually, matter of fact, I wasn't even a kid. I was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? I still thought that movie was amazing. But yeah, Jumba wasn't all that in this movie. In fact, I would say like he's the weakest part. Stitch, amazing. Stitch did an amazing job. The fact that what's his name, Chris Saunders, was able to come back and portray the voice, it feels like he did in the animated movie. They the exact same character. Nothing changed about, you know what I'm saying, Stitch, in my opinion. And I feel like a lot of kids are going to gravitate to that, and they're going to love that portion of this movie. But they did change the ending. Of course, we didn't have Gunta in it, so you knew the ending was going to be different. For the ending with me, I would say is okay. Not the best ending, but I would say it was okay. But I can see some people who did see that original film being a little bit upset once they see the ending of this movie. Feels like they added new characters that we didn't need added. Well, one character they added, I would say it played off well towards the end. But other than that one character, there's other characters they added where it's just like, hey man, why don't y'all just stick to the script? It's crazy how these guys are, just in general, not just with this movie, but in general, where people will make a movie off of another story and change so much of it that it doesn't feel like the original. And the only reason people are going to see it is because they want it to be like the original. But it seems like the movie execs never want to do that. They want to make something new that's far from what the source material was. I don't know what's the reasoning behind that. Maybe someone could explain that to me in the comments below. But is this movie worth going to see? Yeah, I say if you didn't have anything to do and you just wanted to have a good family day, I would say yeah. But I would, I would just stay home and watch the original and just have a good family day at home as opposed to going to the theater. It just all depends on your preference. If you feel like wasting money and getting out the house, check it out. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy yourself. If you feel like saving money and watching the original, go ahead and watch it. It'll save you some money. But just curious to know your thoughts for those who have seen it. Let me know down below, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.